Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing what exactly is the cost of living in Qatar. Please bear in mind that the cost of living for each individual person or family will vary greatly based on their lifestyle as well as individual requirements. So take the information in this video purely as a guide. This video will basically be divided into 5 categories, which is your accommodation and housing, your utilities, transportation, food and groceries, and lastly, we will discuss entertainment. Before we get started, let's discuss a little bit more about Qatar. So Qatar is located in Western Asia, and our only land border is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to our south. And the rest of Qatar is basically surrounded by the Persian Gulf. We have a population of about 2.5 million people, of which about 300,000 are your Qataris. Now that we have that information out of the way, let's start off with accommodation and housing. Guys, this video will be chock full of numbers, so I hope you're going to enjoy it. All the information I got for this category from propertyfinder.qa. It's probably the most popular real estate portal being used in Qatar. Now, for the purposes of this video, we'll be focusing primarily on apartments and townhouses. I went onto propertyfinder.qa and looked at the cheapest apartment or townhouse I could find versus the most expensive apartment or townhouse. This will give you some idea of the property rates in Qatar. You can buy a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment in Lusail City for 750,000 riyals. You can also get a 4-bedroom, 6-bathroom townhouse in the Pearl for 9.5 million riyals. Moving on to townhouses. You can get a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse in the Pearl for 1.45 million riyals. And you can get a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom townhouse in the waterfront Lusail for 14.5 million riyals. Now let's move on to renting an apartment. Most expats, as you can imagine, would prefer to rent an apartment. You can rent a 1-bedroom, fully furnished apartment in Al Wukhair for 3,000 riyals per month. And you can also rent a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom apartment in the Pearl for 16,500 riyals. Moving on to townhouses. You can get a 1-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse in Al Azizia area for 7,000 riyals per month. Or you can get a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom townhouse in the Pearl for 32,500 riyals. Now, some people actually prefer to save some money on rent by sharing with others. Now, this kind of shared rental accommodation you cannot find on propertyfinder.qa. However, you can find that on qatarliving.com. So the cheapest bed space on Qatar Living I could find was 450 riyals per month. And I also found a master bedroom, if you rent that, for 2,300 riyals per month. So even a shared accommodation can be quite pricey as well. So next up we have utilities. So under utilities, we'll be discussing water, electricity, cooling, home broadband, as well as mobile packages. So Karama provides electricity and water in Qatar. Electricity and water costs and tariffs through Karama. In Qatar, electricity and water have different tariffs. Residential electricity supplies cost 8 dirhams per kilowatt hour up to 2,000 kilowatt hours. Domestic water supplies are 4.4 riyals per cubic meters, up to 20 cubic meters. Because of these rates, utilities from Karama are much cheaper than many other countries. On average, you can expect to pay between 200 riyals to 500 riyals per month for utilities. Qatar Cool is a leading district cooling company in Qatar. Consumption fees are calculated at 0.3161 riyal per ton hour per year from the meter reading for residential and commercial spaces in the Pearl, Qatar only. Other areas are subject to different rates. It's important to note that both capacity and consumption rates are subject to change. So guys, there you have it. Water, electricity and cooling. I have never paid more than 450 to 650 riyals depending on the season. Obviously in summer you'll be using more AC. So basically we were using AC 24/7 during the summer period. That's why our rates were a little bit higher during summer. However, it was never more than 450 to 650 riyals. Moving on to home broadband. We have 2 ISPs in Qatar. We have Ooredoo and Vodafone. For the purposes of this video, we'll be focusing on the packages provided by Ooredoo. Ooredoo's home broadband packages starts from 330 riyals and it ranges up to 1,500 riyals to 6,900 riyals. Now, the 330 riyal package, which is your entry-level package, gives you unlimited internet access, unlimited local calls via your telephone, a router, free TV channels. A speed of up to 50 megabits per second, which is technically the slowest speed, but I found it to be fast enough for most things that I want to do, from gaming to streaming 4K videos on Netflix. It's definitely fast enough. And you usually sign a 12-month contract as well. Now let's move on to mobile plans. Now for the purpose of this video, like I said, I will also be focusing on packages provided by Ooredoo. So we'll look at postpaid packages first. These are your Shari 5GS plans. The plans range from 84 riyals up to 210 riyals per month. With the 84 riyals package, you get 6 GBs of data, 250 local call minutes, and 25 international call minutes as well. There are also a range of prepaid Hala Smart Packs ranging from 10 riyals to 60 riyals. Next up is transportation. In Doha, Qatar, we have quite an extensive network of metro lines and Karwa buses, and they are relatively cheap to use as well. In and around the city, you'll also find that metered taxis are easily accessible. Using the metro, a single journey will cost you 2 riyals, a day pass will cost you 6 riyals, and you can purchase a travel card for 10 riyals, which is reusable, and you can just add funds to it. So for the Karwa buses, you can purchase 3 different cards. The classic card will cost you 30 riyals and it is rechargeable. You get the limited card, which is used for 24 hours and it is 10 riyals, good for 2 journeys within a 24-hour period. And you get the unlimited card. It costs you 20 riyals. It's good for unlimited journeys within a 24-hour period. So if you use the Karwa Smart Card as well as the Metro card, you can basically reach to any destination within Doha, Qatar. You can also easily find Kareem and Ubers throughout the city utilizing their various applications. Now let's move on to buying a car. If you would like to buy a second-hand or pre-owned car, you can check on Qatar Living or the MZ Classifieds. You can expect to pay between 15,000 to 35,000 riyals for a decent sedan or compact SUV. If you would like to buy a brand new car, however, a Toyota Corolla 2021 model will range from 72,000 to 95,000. And if you'd like to buy a brand new Toyota RAV4, the price will range from 80,000 to 120,000. Now let's move on to fuel prices. In 2021 September, Super 95 costs 2 riyal 0.05 dirhams per litre. Premium 91 costs 2 riyals per litre. Diesel costs 1.85 riyals per litre. If you have a 60 litre tank and you like to fill it up, it will cost you approximately 120 riyals. Damn! Next up, we have groceries and food. In this category, I will be briefly discussing how much groceries will cost you per month, and we will also discuss what it will cost you to eat out. For the purpose of this video, we'll be discussing 4 popular supermarket chains: Monoprix, Carrefour, Lulu and Almira. Monoprix is probably your most expensive supermarket and their locations are a little bit smaller. However, the quality of their baked goods and their cooked food is probably the best. If you're looking for awesome pizzas and Southeast Asian food, look no further than Monoprix. Carrefour and Lulu are your biggest supermarkets and they have the widest range of products. I would also argue that they are probably the most popular supermarkets in Qatar because their prices are pretty good as well. Almira is strategically located throughout Qatar and they have really low prices as well. What I will do now is throw up some examples of the prices of certain products in Qatar. This will give you some context to what I'm going to talk about next. Since everybody has a unique lifestyle that they would like to maintain, and the purpose of this video is to create a general understanding of what the cost of living is in Qatar, the following information will purely be my guesstimates. On the low end, a single person can look at spending between 500 to 600 riyals on monthly groceries, and on the high end, it could be up to 1,000 to 1,200 riyals. A family of 4 could look at spending between 2,000 to 2,500 riyals on monthly groceries, and on the high end, it could be anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 riyals plus. Now let's move on to eating out. Here we'll look at McDonald's and KFC because these are probably the most popular fast food chains in the world. Then it will give you perspective on what eating fast food costs in Qatar. At McDonald's, a rice and gravy meal will cost you 17 riyals. This includes a soft drink and it is good for 1 person. A meal which is good for 2 people will cost you 36 riyals. Now moving on to KFC, the Zinger Super Deal will cost you 15 riyals and it is good for 1 person. However, this meal does not include a soft drink. Meals which are good for sharing can start from 69 riyals and cost you all the way up to 109 riyals depending on the meal that you purchase. Hopefully this will give you some perspective on the cost of fast food in Qatar. Dining at hotel restaurants is also popular among some expats, and on the lower end you can look at paying between 80 riyals to 150 riyals for a meal for a single person, which excludes a soft beverage. Soft beverages like Coke and Sprite would cost you between 20 to 30 riyals per drink. As you can imagine, alcoholic beverages will be much more expensive than that. The last category we will look at is entertainment and leisure. A movie will cost you approximately 40 riyals for a standard ticket, and at Flick Cinemas, a regular popcorn will cost you approximately 21 riyals and a soft drink will cost you approximately 13 riyals. If you're looking for a gym membership, prices can vary greatly. However, on the low end, you can look at paying about 300 riyals per month. If you're looking for a more expensive health club membership, which is located at a hotel where you would get access to a beach, pools, gymnasiums, etc., those kind of memberships usually start from 1,000 riyals onwards up to 2,000 riyals plus per month. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If there's anything else you would like me to discuss in terms of Qatar, cost of living, something like schooling, for example, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I will check you in the next video.